Ayo, what's up? Welcome back din sa ating Childhood Sumbox TV. Alright, so ito breaking news muna tayo mga babayan. Ito nga pong si Leandro Lebiste, mga babayan, ay ginisa po sa Senado kanina ni Bam Aquino. At dito ay mapapansin natin na tila siya po ay nauutal-utal sa kanya mga statement mga babayan, no? At meron pong lumutang na balita ngayon at ano kaya, posible bang makulong itong si Leandro Lebiste sa kanyang pagsisinungaling dito po sa Blue Ribbon Committee? Yan po ang ating alamin ngayon at pag-uusapan, pero syempre bago ang lahat, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share at comment yan sa comment section. Alright, ito nga mga babayan, no? Panoorin natin itong video na to. No, ito po yung pagsalang po, no, ni Lebiste diyan po sa Blue Ribbon kanina, no, diyan po sa hearing mga babayan. At sabi dito sa report, no, inusisa sa Senate Blue Ribbon Committee hearing si Batangas Representative Leandro Lebiste na humarap bilang resource person kung paano niya nakuha ang kontrobersyal na Cabral files. Tinukoy din ni Lebiste ang dalawang grupo pa na may hawak ng kaparehong soft copy ng Cabral files, kabilang na ang opisina ng chairman ng committee ni Senator Panfilo Ping Lacson na ibinigay umano ng abogado ng yumaong dating DPWH Yusek Catalina Cabral. Okay? So ito mga babayan, no? Panoorin muna natin itong video na to at tignan natin, posible bang makulong itong si Lebiste sa kanyang mga sinabi po, no, na pahayag, dahil meron pong umalma, no, at meron siyang nabanggit dito, no, na isang news agency mga babayan, at walang iba, ito nga po ang Bilyonaryo News Channel mga babayan. Okay, so alamin natin, no, ano nga ba ang nangyari dito. Right, let's go.
With Yusek Cabral after she had a phone call on speakerphone with Secretary Vince Dizon, and I also had my phone on speakerphone, and I believe that my mother also spoke with Secretary Vince Dizon that night. And Secretary Vince Dizon said that these are public documents and that all of them can be shared not only with me but with the public.
And were these given to you as a printout, or was this a file that was emailed to you?
The printout that I have sent there with a timestamp September 9, 6:03 p.m. was a hard copy, and I also got a soft copy of that printout
From?
from the office of Yusek Cabral, with Yusek Cabral present.
Okay, so yung email na pinanggalingan nung listahan is from a government employee or from an official email of the DPWH?
Soft copy was given to me,
Sorry, USB ba or it was
Yes.
emailed to you?
USB.
Okay, so may binigay sa yung hard copy at may binigay sa yung USB with all of these files.
Yes, my USB was the one that got the files.
Okay, so binigay mo yung USB mo kay Undersecretary Cabral at kinopya niya from her computer.
It was my USB from their computer in the presence of Yusek Cabral.
Yes, but you have to. We just want to establish how the information arrived to the committee, no? So could you share with us how it arrived here? So binigyan ka ng hard copy, and how did you get the soft copy?
In the presence of Yusek Cabral, I asked if I could get a soft copy of it, and my USB, after a few minutes, because it wasn't readily with me, was brought by my staff, and it was also seen on CCTV that we were coming in and out of the office. And that time, Yusek Cabral was with us. And that was after a phone conversation with Secretary Vince Dizon.
Okay, so yung USB mismo, nilagay mo sa computer ni Yusek Cabral, and you transferred the file to your USB.
In the
Correct.
office of Yusek Cabral.
In her computer.
In the Planning Services office computer.
Okay. So, ibig sabihin yan, there should be a copy in DPWH as
Okay, so ito mga babayan, no, maputol lang natin, no? Pero hindi niya sinabi po dito, no, na siya mismo, no, yung nag-transfer ng file. 'Di ba? From the office computer, itin-transfer yung file doon sa kanyang USB. Okay? So sabi niya dito kasi is binigyan siya ng kopya. No? A couple of minutes, tsaka niya nakuha yung USB. Okay, so balikan natin niya mga babayan ha. Kasi iba yung statement niya, iba yung statement no nakaraan. No, ng mga staff. Na kung saan, no, ay siya daw yung kumuha no, ng file doon sa computer. Diba mga babayan? Siya mismo. Sabi ng mga office staff. No, ni Yusek Cabral. Oh, so iba yung sinasabi niya dito, mga babayan, na parang ibinigay sa kanya yung kopya. At hindi niya sinabi na siya mismo yung kumuha ng kopya doon po sa computer. Okay, so balikan lang to natin ng konti, mga babayan, ha?
I asked if I could get a soft copy of it, and my USB, after a few minutes, because it wasn't readily with me, was brought by my staff. And it was also seen on CCTV that we were coming in and out of the office. And that time, Yusek Cabral was with us. And
Okay, so sabi niya, ang nagbigay sa kanya ng USB is yung staff niya. Mga babayan, ha? Yung staff daw po niya ang nagbigay sa kanya ng USB. So meaning, yung staff niya ang kumuha ng files? Parang ganun po ba? Lumalabas? Ano po itong balita na to, mga babayan, na sinasabi ng staff ni Yusek Cabral? Balikan natin itong balita na to, no? Na sinasabi dito, staff ni Yusek Cabral, inilahad ang puwersahan o manong pagkuha ni Representative Leandro Leviste ng mga dokumento sa kanilang opisina. Okay? So, puwersahan daw pong kinuha ni Leandro Leviste. Okay? So, panoorin muna natin itong balita na to, mga babayan. Okay?
Inilahad ng dating staff ng yumaang DPWH Undersecretary na si Catalina Cabral kung paano pwersahan umanong kinuha ni Congressman Leandro Leviste ang mga dokumento mula sa kanilang opisina.
Okay, so puwersahan daw pong kinuha. No? Ibig sabihin, mga babayan, pinwersang kinuha, hindi po ibinigay sa kanya yung file. No? Puwersahan pong kinuha. Hindi kusang loob ibinigay sa kanya yung file. Okay, so ito, panoorin natin.
Itinanggi po yan ni Leviste. Saksi si Joseph Moro.
Kuha ito ng pagpunta ni Batangas 1st District Representative Leandro Leviste sa opisina ni dating Public Works and Highways Undersecretary Catalina Cabral noong September 4, 2025. Sa videong ito, nakuha pasado alas 5 ng hapon na makikitang lalabas si Leviste mula sa opisina ni Cabral at pupunta sa programming office sa kaparehong floor. Kasunod niya si Cabral. Sa isa pang kuha ng CCTV, lalabas sina Cabral at Leviste mula sa programming office. Si Leviste may hawak na mga papel habang tila may ipinapaliwanag sa kanya si Cabral. Ito yung opisina ni dating DPWH Undersecretary Catalina Cabral dito sa DPWH Central Office. Walang CCTV sa loob at ayon sa mga staff na nakausap natin, ang hindi nakita sa CCTV ay yung mga naging aksyon ni Batangas Representative Leandro Leviste kung saan may hinahanap siya ng mga dokumento kay Cabral. Pwersahan o manong nanguha si Leviste ng mga dokumento at kumopya ng mga files sa computer sa
Puwersahang kinuha at kumopya ng mga files sa computer, mga babayan.
opisina ni Cabral at programming office. Hiniling nilang itago ang kanilang pagkakakinlanlan dahil sa takot para sa kanilang seguridad. Ayon kay Kim, hindi niya tunay na pangalan, hinahanap ni Leviste kay Cabral ang mga proponent o pangalan ng mga mambabatas para sa mga proyektong nasa General Appropriations Act o GAA ng 2025.
Nakita po namin sa loob, parang si Kong po, kuha siya ng mga dokumento. Hawak niya po yung phone niya. Tapos binibidyohan niya po lahat ng mga papel. Tapos si ma'am po, parang Kong, huwag naman, ano po bang kailangan niyo, prepare naman na. Tapos that was the time na medyo tumataas na po yung boses ni Kong. Ang sabi niya po noon na, bakit may tinatago ba kayo?
May isang pagkakataon ding nasugatan si Cabral dahil sa pakikipag-agawan ng dokumento kay Leviste.
Pagkapasok po namin, naalala ko po, yung kamay ni ma'am nakaganon, ang dami pong dugo sa damit niya, yung ibang papel po nun meron mga dugo din. Si Kong nagvi-video lang po. Nagtuloy-tuloy lang siya nagvi-video, nagtitake ng pictures. And then, doon na po kami nakiusap kay Kong na baka Kong pwedeng huwag naman ganito. Huwag naman. Kasi may sugat na po si ma'am eh.
Dito makikita na tila may bandage na sa kamay si Cabral habang may kausap ito sa telepono. Para daw mapayapa si Leviste, iniutos ni Cabral na bigyan ito ng kopya ng listahan ng National Expenditure Program at GAA na nakalagay ang pondo sa mga distrito para sa taong 2025.
It doesn't necessarily mean po na sila po yung nag-propose. Kasi kami, pinaplat na namin kung ano talaga yung nasa official document, kung how much talaga ang napunta doon sa district na yun, sa NEP at sa GAA.
Hindi yan yung request. Request ng mga congressmen, mga kasingit.
Hindi po. Hindi po. Kung ano sa, kung saan located yung project, bawa.
Obviously.
Oh yes. Kung saan talaga located yung project, doon naka-lodge yung allocation na yun.
Pero dahil natagalan ang pagpiprint ng dokumento, pinuntahan na ni Leviste ang opisina kung saan ito piniprint. Doon daw, sa pilitang nangopya ng mga files.
Sa pilitang nangopya ng mga files, sabi dito mga babayan.
Galing sa computer si Leviste.
Umupo po doon si Kong. Tapos nagkalikot-kalikot na siya ng mga document, ng mouse, ng keyboard. Sinabi ko naman po na, Kong, wag naman ganito. Umabot pa nga po ako sa point na sabi ko, kung empleyado lang kami, baka pwedeng wag naman kami damay. Nakikita ko na po si Ma'am, hindi na siya, tapos tumitingin siya sa amin.
Tumigil na lamang daw si Leviste nang dumating si Cabral. Pasado alas 6 ng gabi, umalis si Leviste sa
Okay, so yan mga babayan, no? So balikan natin yung mga sinasabi niya ngayon doon sa Senate Blue Ribbon Committee hearing, mga babayan. Okay, so kasi sinasabi niya, no, na binigay sa kanya yung file. Pero ito may picture na kung saan siya yung nakaupo doon sa computer at sinasabi ng mga staff no, ni Yusek Cabral na siya yung kumukuha o nagkokopya ng mga files. Hindi niya yung sinabi dito, mga babayan. Bakit hindi kaya sinabi ni Congressman Leviste? No, tanong lang naman po. No, okay, so tuloy natin to.
And that was after a phone conversation with Secretary Vince Dizon.
Okay, so yung USB mismo, nilagay mo sa computer ni Yusek Cabral and you transferred the file to your USB.
In the
Correct.
office of Yusek Cabral.
In her computer.
In the Planning Services office computer.
Okay. So, ibig sabihin yan, there should be a copy in DPWH as well because may pinanggalingan yung files na yon. Correct, Congressman Leviste, no?
Yes, and after your line of questioning, Mr. Senator, I also have here the names of the encoders that are also noted on each line of the file.
So, DPWH can verify. I don't think you can verify that right now by just looking at the hard copy. The best way to verify is to go back to your computer, check it there, and makikita kung totoo nga ba ito. Correct, no?
Mr. Chair, can we share our version of what transpired last
Ito,
September 4? Now, what was reported to us that happened September 4 was that when Congressman Leviste came to DPWH and he was asking for the district allocation, per district budget allocation. And this was the one authorized by Secretary Dizon. And that's the second batch of documents given to us, shown to us, and which we are validating. Afterwards, what was reported was that the Congressman Leviste went to the computer and got files from Secretary Cabral's computer. We are not certain what files were acquired. Right after that, we secured the computer. It was sealed off, taken off to ensure that it remains intact and hindi na po siya matamper. And last December, the Ombudsman issued a subpoena, including that CPU, which we immediately turned over to the Ombudsman on the same day, including all printouts of the letter request in his office. And as of this moment, that CPU, which remained untouched as of September 4, is with the Ombudsman.
So, only the Ombudsman can actually verify. Is that what you're saying, Yusek Bernardo?
That is correct.
Only the Ombudsman can verify because the computer is with them.
That is correct, Mr. Chair.
Correct, no? Thank you, Mr. Chair.
would like to respond.
May I also kindly add that I believe there are two other groups that also have soft copies of this same file. One is the office of Senator Lacson, who I understand obtained it from the lawyer of the family of Yusek Cabral. And the second is Billionario News Channel.
Okay, so ito, pumapasok yung Bilyonaryo News Channel dito, mga babayan. Binanggit po yan, no? Sinasabi dito ni Leviste na meron din daw pong ganong kopya ang Bilyonaryo News Channel. No, nung files na yon, no, yung Cabral files, parang ganun po yung sinasabi niya dito, okay? So, ituloy natin to.
Who must have obtained it from some other source within DPWH separate from me. And I have seen another soft copy of the file, which has a slightly different file name than my file, and it is, as I have seen, exactly the same. So the public can be assured that it's not solely reliant on my copy of the file because there are multiple groups that also have a copy of the file.
Mr. Chair.
But was just for just to clarify, the files that were given to me by the lawyer of the late undersecretary, ito yung SARO, dated December 27, 2024. 50 billion plus, 30 billion of which flood control projects. And when we cross-check with the records, may mga ghost flood control projects doon. Pero I just found out na incomplete yung, kasi may doon sa SARO na yon, ang total doon nasa mga 100 plus billion, hindi lang 50 billion. Coming from, I think, 155 billion, yung whole universe. So hindi kumpleto yung aking files. Yun lang binigay sa akin personally or through an intermediary nung lawyer ni late Undersecretary. And it appears na mayroong magkakapareho doon sa files ni Congressman Leviste at saka sa aking files.
Okay, so yan mga babayan, no? At ito naman yung sagot, no, ng Bilyonaryo News Channel dito po kay Leviste. No, sabi po ng Bilyonaryo dito, mga babayan, Bilyonaryo News Channel rejects claims by Batangas Representative Leandro Leviste that the so-called Cabral files in his possessions are the same as the DPWH leaks previously reported by the network. BNC has not been provided with, nor has it independently verified, any copy of the materials claimed by Leviste as the Cabral files. As such, there is no factual basis to assert any similarity between those materials and the documents BNC reported on exclusively after they were obtained and verified in accordance with journalistic standards and in the public interest. No, yan po yung sabi ng ng Bilyonaryo dito, mga babayan. The network issues this clarification to underscore its independence. Bilyonaryo News Channel does not align itself with any individual, faction, or agenda. Its sole obligation is to accuracy, verification, and the public's right to know, mga babayan. No, yan po yung sinasabi dito ng Bilyonaryo News Channel. No, taliwas po doon sa sinasabi ni Leviste na pareho po yung file o parang may magkakapareho po doon sa inilabas ng Bilyonaryo News Channel doon po sa Cabral files na nilalabas ni Leviste. Okay, so paano natin paniniwalaan ngayon, mga babayan, na yun mismo yung Cabral files ay hindi po na-edit? Yan yung kinakatakot natin . Diba? Kasi kung sinasabi dito na marami ng kopyan lumabas, tapos magkakaroon ng discrepancy, diba? So, lalabas dito, sino yung nagsasabi ng totoo? Diba? Lalong nagulo yung investigasyon. Okay, so dito, ang tanong, nagsinungaling ba etong si Leviste sa kanyang statement sa Blue Ribbon Committee? At kung nagsinungaling siya, mga babayan, sa kanyang mga sinabi doon, posible kaya na makulong, no? Ma-contempt etong si Leviste. Okay, so ano sa palagay ninyo, mga babayan, no? I-comment sa ibaba yung mga opinion at atin yung pag-usapan, right? So yan muli, kita tayo sa ating next video upload. Ito muli ang inyong Kuya Mobs, it's Mobs TV. Peace. I'm out.